Hello, I'm all squashed. I'm not in the least bit ready today. Oh my word, what has happened to this morning? Where did it go? Right, let's slide that back a bit. I'm squashing all kinds of things over here. I'm not in the least bit ready. Oh, the camera's all wonky. Also, it's all going wrong this morning. My apologies for being late. So sorry. If you've been waiting for me, I'm sure you haven't been, but if you have, right, let's bring it up over here. There I am, apparently. Oh, I don't know what's happened to this morning. I really don't. As those of you who join me regularly know, I normally nip to the supermarket and pick up my online shopping first thing, bring it back, put it away, make a cup of tea, all that jazz. Only they phoned at like 8 o'clock to say the system had gone down this morning. No shopping. No shopping. Can you come later for your shopping? It was like, well, it messes up my day, but I can. So, okay, fine. I'll come later and get my shopping. So, of course, then I just came straight home and my husband was working from home for a little bit before he went off for a meeting. And I was like, oh, I'll just do this bit of work. I'll just get this done. And then the next thing I knew, and I was keeping an eye on the time up to a point, about 20 to 10, I was like, okay, it's 20 to 10. And then the next time I'm looked, it's like, oh, it's 10 o'clock. I've not done anything and I'm not ready and I've not. So my apologies for that. Right then, so Baz has joined us. Hi Baz. Her youngest is at home off sick. Oh no. Oh, poor little person. He's not very little now. He's going to be at secondary school, isn't he? Was he already at secondary school? I might be slightly out here and he's already at secondary school. He's in his first year at secondary school. I hope it's nothing serious, and it's not great for the start of half term. Nobody wants to be sick in the holidays. How boring. So I hope he gets over it quick. And a hot day too. Ugh. It is hot here. It is very hot. We're having a little mini heat wave here in the UK. I found something stuck to my cardigan. Hang on. I think it might be glue, which is impressive because it was clean on this morning and I haven't glued yet. Oh, he is in year 7 already. How did that time fly? I don't know. And I forgot what I was going to say before. I've done it again. I've gone off at a tangent. I've got distracted by my cardigan, and that was it. Then I've got my summer clothes, summer hot weather. That was it. Hot weather. Yes, little mini heat wave here in the UK. Don't get me wrong. I like a nice fine day as much as the next person. But 30 degrees we've seen round by my house. 30 degrees. That's not. I'm trying to put things away. That's why I've disappeared off the screen. I'm trying to tidy up at the same time. It's been a bit warm. It's been a bit warm. Yeah, it makes it hard to work when it's warm. You kind of come in here. I don't know about you. My hands get a bit sticky, a bit sweaty. Don't feel like they're clean. Feel like I want to wash them all the time. Yeah, come in here and you're like. So I've been on the. I haven't been feeling very creative in the hot weather. So I've been on the computer a lot the last couple of days, which is fine. I'm all getting stuff ready for the new catalogue. Less than a week to go. The excitement is seriously building here as far as I'm concerned. I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely bursting with excitement for the new catalogue. That's too hot, especially when you're going through the check. Oh, Baz. Ooh. Ooh. I would say too much information, but we talk about anything on here. We're not squeamish. Oh, no, that's not great then. Yeah, I bet you are feeling extra specially warm. So I've got my dregs of my tea. It's a bit cold if I'm honest. But I shall have it anyway. So, finally looked through it the other day. Oh, Baz has only just looked at her catalogue. I know you've seen it online though. I know you've seen it online. And there's enough pictures and samples and goodness knows what all going around the internet, isn't there? So, but even so, the excitement to get my hands on the things that I haven't been able to buy on pre-order is growing and growing and growing and growing. And then I've got so many plans in the works for classes I want to run, both online and in person. And I want to start sharing those with you, but I want to share them with graphics and other information. and I can't do that yet because I'm not allowed. So there's the excitement, and I've got loads of new pretty graphics to go up on the blog on Thursday. But it's half term here, so I've got my kids as well, but they're doing a couple of activities on Thursday, so I'm hoping my husband will deal with it. And then I can devote myself to you guys and your orders, and making sure you can order, and getting you the information you need ready for the 1st of June, and getting my order ready for the 1st of June. I know. So there'll be some more information in my newsletter that comes out today, doesn't it? I was about to say that comes out tomorrow. Totally out. All this hot weather's fried my brain. It comes out today, doesn't it? I'll pop some more information in there about when you'll be able to start ordering, because it's something like 8 o'clock in the morning, I think they're saying, or the latest is 8 o'clock in the morning, but they need time to take the website down and load it back up. And Jen's on. Hi, Jen. Feel free to stop, say hello if you've joined us recently. Say hello. I'm running a bit late today, so but I am here, and I have got a card. Carly's just joined. Hi, Carly. Some of the regulars are in this morning. That's what we like. It's like being in the pub, isn't it? It's kind of like with your friends and your mates, and the regulars come in. You're like, hi guys. So need to get my little list ready. How many pages does your little list run to, Baz? Is it like 4, 5? Depends how big the piece of paper is, obviously, that you've written it on. I'm even rocking backwards and forwards in my chair. This is how comfy and cosy we've gotten. Oh dear. Oh, so 0 pages. What are you talking about? 0 pages. Come on, you're not trying hard enough. Right, so yes, so I will put in the newsletter tonight the details you're going to need for when the catalogue goes live on Thursday. I will send an extra newsletter, we'll send an extra email on Thursday to give you the information again. Once everything's live and going, I will boom fire that across to you. So if you're like a customer and you need a PDF of the catalogue and things like that, all that, I'll fire that across to you. I don't normally send more than 1 email a week, but we'll make an exception because it's exciting. So don't forget to keep putting in your catalogue requests. I've had good fun taking my gold spotty bags to the post office. They're loving those up there. I've done a couple of trips with handfuls of bags. Now they're starting to get curious about what's inside as well. I'm like, secret. And then the bloke's ever so good because he tries to make sure it'll go through the slot. So he's kind of jiggling the contents about, because I've put a few extras in. There's a little kit in there. So he jiggles it all around, and all the little chocolates and things, to make sure they slide through the large letter or something. So I need to look again with an enlarged gin, or not sure which. Have both. Go through once with a gin, and then again with a glass of wine. You have to keep looking at it. There was a new punch that I didn't even spot. How long have I been able to see the catalogue? Since mid-April. Yesterday somebody made some comment about a new punch that was coming, and I was like, what new punch? What are they talking about? My camera. Oh yeah. Hadn't even spotted that. Hadn't even noticed. Oh, it's funny. Right then, so our card today. I have been playing with my new goodies again. I can't help it. Okay, all my old Stampin' Up stuff. It's like, bored of you now. Bored of you now. New stuff, new stuff, new stuff, new stuff. So I'm having to force myself to use the old stuff. Going, come on, just do something with old stuff. The Stamp Review crew, we just went through, that's one of the design teams that I'm a member of, and we try to look at older stamp sets a bit. So Jen says she's in for the launch next week. Well done, Jen. I thought you were, but it's nice just to check. I'm looking forward to that too. It's going to be cool. Trying to work out all the little goodies and exciting things. And I need suggestions for what we can eat. If it's going to be like this, it's going to be hot, hot, hot. So last year we had a kind of a pineapple theme because they'd given us the pineapple stamp set or the Pop of Paradise stamp set on pre-order. So everything had a bit of a pineapple-y theme. We had a pineapple mocktail and rum cupcakes and things like that. Cake and Pims. Oh, Pims is a good idea. I hadn't thought of that. Baz says frozen treats. Well, if it's like this, yes, we might have to send Paul round to the co-op for ice cream, mightn't we? So we could arrange for an ice cream truck to come past at just the right time. That's a good idea. But I do like to try and theme it to new stuff. But what have we got? We've got wooden crates. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Apples all round then. No, I don't think so. We need cake. Pims is a good idea, Jen. I like that idea. Like Pims. Match the stamp set. What, the frozen treat stamp set? It's not new though. It's not new. It's got to be new. What else have we got? There's the colourful seats. We could all sit about in deck chairs. We could all sit about in deck chairs. Hi, Kayla. All sit about in deck chairs, drinking Pims. Actually, Pims with the deck, that's not bad, actually. Maybe we'll go with that. I like that. Well done, Jen. She's smart. Anyway, so yes, I was playing with my new goodies this week. So, global design team. I've gone off from the thingy as well, wasn't I? Strawberries in the Pims. Ah, right, okay. I'll have to look up. I think what goes in Pims? Mint. That's as much as I can remember. Mint and strawberries, apparently. I think. I'm sure something else goes in. You lot will tell me. Strawberries in the crate. Good thinking, yeah. Fruit. Be more specific, Jen. Does it have cucumber in it? Do people put cucumber in their Pims? Or is that something else I'm thinking of? Or am I just thinking of a salad? Lemonade. Oh, spoil. You mean we don't get to just drink it neat? Mint, cucumber and strawberries. That's it, Baz. That sounds right. Jen says, ooh, what, cucumber? Or drinking it neat? Or maybe Jen's not a big fan of cucumber. Oh, right. Apples. Yeah, we could put apples in it. We're back on the apple crates again, aren't we? Right then. So this week's card was this one. And I've turned it over and realised that I've obviously lent the back into something wet. And I've got a dirty mark on the back now. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, and it's a fresh wet mark as well. Oh, never mind. When that happens, you just cut the front panel off and stick it on a new one. Okay. Right then. So here was this week's card. Okay. And I wanted a watercolour background. Now, as I'm sure you'll know if you've been on here before, I will be lamenting the loss of my perpetual birthday calendar, which has stamp set, which has that really nice watercolour wash stamp in it. And whenever I want a watercolour wash for cards, that's what I use. I get that out and I use that because I don't like watercolouring. And I don't know why. Let's have a little group therapy session as to why Valerie doesn't like watercolouring. I'm not sure. Part of me wants to say, well, it's the mess. But then, to be honest, I get pretty inky when I'm stamping and messy anyway. So there's no difference there, really. I think, and this is going to sound really lame, but watercolour paper isn't white. Jen says loss of control. Well, that does happen with the kids occasionally. I shout too much. Oh, they're testing this week. Must be the hot weather. Everybody's grumpy around here. Maybe you're a clean crafter. Well, I don't like to get too messy. I do, and I don't get too upset about it, but I don't like to get too messy. So it could be that and the loss of control. Watercolour paper isn't white. I like white. I've got a thing about it. My car's white. Craft room isn't terribly white, but you know, you'll have seen lots of my cards, white card base. I go through that thick A4 cardstock like nobody's business. If they ever stop that, I'm leaving Stampin' Up. Okay, I'm not playing anymore. Not playing anymore. It's not fair. But watercolor card then isn't white. Okay, clean and crisp is white. Yeah, exactly. And I think it's not clean, it's not crisp, and it's not white. That's why I don't like watercolouring. It's not those things. So I find watercolouring really, really tough. Really tough. So I like to fake watercolour. Basically, I like a stamp that's going to do all the work for me. And there's that fab watercolour wash stamp. I haven't got it. Can you believe? I might have to get it. I didn't bother because I used to use the perpetual birthday calendar, but maybe I need to invest in that watercolour wash background. Maybe, perhaps. Maybe that's what I have to do. Anyway, so instead of that, because I haven't got that, I've sort of made up my own kind of wash. It's not, when you see the washes that people do, Kimberly Van Diepen, she's a friend from Artisan last year. She does gorgeous watercolouring. It just looks nice whenever she does it. So does Connie Collins. Whenever she watercolours, it looks beautiful. It looks neat. It looks like it's gone where she wanted it to go. Whereas when I do it, it's kind of like, no, I don't want it over there. Oh, too late. Maybe I'm being too precious about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm too perfectionist to allow for watercolour. Like Jen says, loss of control, perhaps, that kind of goes all over, maybe. So I like to fake watercolour. So we're going to do this fake watercolour background today. And then I've just stamped a little floral background. This is the Woodwords stamp set. Okay. And then we've got the gold no, not embossed, just gold die cut. And then this one, I've managed to get some foam pad behind it, okay? I should have pre-cut that, I didn't, but we'll fit it in, don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. Right then, it's 10:20 already. We better get on, hadn't we? We better get all this chit-chat off and start making some stuff. Right, get ready, folks. Get ready, round you go. There's the wall. Big pile of ink pads I haven't got around to putting away yet. Baz says, have you got this? That's got a lounge background stamp. No, I haven't got that one actually. Move you down a bit, shift the mug. I'll stick it up there. Right then. So what do we need? White card, obviously. We need white card. We are going completely from scratch today because I'm not in the least bit ready. Because as I said, the time completely vanished on me. So, see if we've got a bit sort of roughly the right size. There's a bit. So this is the crisp white. I'm going to layer it onto a white card base. So I'm just going to trim it sort of a smidgen off. Maybe only like 1/2 centimetre all round, about 1/4 inch. So I'm going to make this about 10 by about 14.3, something like that. Okay, and then we'll pop it on a base later. So for my watercolor background, I wanted shades of blue. I think I'd seen on Pinterest some really pretty wedding invitations, something like that had like the blue and gold, and I just really like, and I think it just stuck in my head. So I have got Soft Sky, Marine and Mist, and Night of Navy. But the navy I'll just use to stamp on the top afterwards. So we'll stick that one to one side for a moment, and we'll just use these two. And then the stamp set that I used, and I've forgotten I can sit down because I can see what I'm doing. So I can sit down. Is the Happy Celebrations one, because you get these kind of like watercolor washy type things in there. Okay, they've not got the changes in color that the one from Perpetual Calendar had, but that's okay. So I'm going to use these two, the long sort of streak and then the sort of the splashy one. Okay. Sorry, I'm rummaging for blocks. So, like I said, normally I have all this ready before you guys arrive. It's like cleaning your house, see? Getting ready for when visitors come. Kind of like that. And then I also had some scrap paper. So I've just got the back of like my to-do list, really. Like you can see, look, there's where I did it the other day on the back of my to-do list. Should we use the same page again? Okay. You can see that in that one, I also popped in a bit of, I've done a couple of versions of this card. I've done a couple, that was my original. That was where I played around. And I used this one from Work of Art. And I didn't like how it came out. So that went off to the scraps pile. Bye-bye. And I decided to play with these ones instead. And so you can see where I've done that and played with different colours. So I'm going to start with Soft Sky. Okay. Let's pop the original there so we can vaguely see what we're trying to achieve. And then I did do quite a lot of stamping off. So that again, I don't want it to... I want to make sure you can still see this, and but that I can still see where I'm stamping as well. So okay, so I'm going to pop a few layers of this on. I'm keeping it quite faint, on the basis that I can build up colour. I can't take colour away. Okay. So I'm just sort of rotating it a bit. I'm not going to rotate this one though, I'm just going to pop that one there. Whilst I've still got a little bit in here, I'm just going to kind of, in that sort of stamped off even more kind of way. Stamp it off on there. Let's have another slooshy bit that way. But let's have that way. Bit of that there. Kind of just keep, even when there's not a whole lot of ink left on it, just kind of keep going over. Just to try and get that sort of feeling of... So, and then I've got the feeling of that in my ink pad as well. Look at that. Remember to stamp around in different directions. Okay. And then let's have a bit of this one. But I think I'm going to stamp this one on without stamping off. And let's have a couple of those in there. Like so. And then let's get a bit of Marina Mist in as well. But I am going to stamp this off, and I'm going to stamp this off quite a lot. And I think we'll go for the splooshy one as well. So let's... Now I'm making it up as I go along now, really. Now, my Marina Mist ink pad is an old one. It's still one of the old felt ones. And it's not very even. So I've stamped most of that back off again, because I only want a hint of a darker colour like that. And I'm going to keep, again, I'm going to try and use up whatever small amount of ink might be on there. Maybe if I do it this way, maybe I'll get better. That's better. Let's stamp that off. And let's come over here. And you're just building up, basically. Keep going. Get whatever ink out of it you can until you're happy. Actually, I quite like this one. I think I prefer this one to the original one. But, you know, it's going to be different every single time you do it, okay? But I just found that I just kept moving it around. Even when it seemed like there was almost no ink left on it, keep stamping it so you just build it up really gradually. Now, if you wanted, you could try spritzing it with a bit of water, and that would give you, not too much, because obviously this is still only thick A4 card, so you don't want to get it really wet because it'll buckle or pill. But you could try that. You could try splatting it with some ink on the end of a aqua painter, or flicking it off a marker, something like that. I'm quite happy. This has got some tiny spots in it off of that one, that because I've stamped it all around, I've ended up with some quite tiny little pieces if I bring this up. some tiny dots that actually look like I have splattered it a bit. So actually I quite like how this one has come out, so I'm pleased with that one. So I shall put those to one side, but I'm pretty pleased that I'm able to still make a sort of a watercolour background without the perpetual birthday calendar. Right then, so on to my background. I have gone for the lovely floral from the Woodwords. I'm totally loving this stamp set. As I think we discussed last week, this stamp set actually wasn't even on my original wish list. It was kind of a, well, maybe I'll get it. Okay. My navy is also an old felt ink pad. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to stamp this. Which way shall I go? I don't know. Does it really matter? Not much. Let's go there. Now, in the centre, I have done it twice, one at each side, and I have ended up with them overlapped in the middle. I've not worried about it too much because that's where the happy birthday is going to go. So you wouldn't actually see that it's all sort of smushed up anyway. The first one I did, I moved slightly when I stamped this second one, and I ended up with a slight shadow over there. And since I've made the back of this one soggy, this is going to become my new version. Yay! Right then, so that bit's done. I'll tidy all this mess up later. Right, so now we just need the happy birthday. Now this could be fun because, like I say, I wasn't ready for you. So, oh look, I found it. I thought that was going to be lost on my desk somewhere. We've done that before now, haven't we? And let's find some gold cardstock. That could be easier said than done. I wonder if I've still got the bit I cut it from originally knocking about somewhere. Well, I do, but there's not enough left. Look, I'll have to find some more. Right, bear with. Bear with. There'll be some more gold cardstock somewhere. There's a bit. That was quick. Right then, we don't like to waste gold cardstock, so we're definitely just going to cut this just to the size we need. But this happy birthday looks really nice in the gold. So this is gold foil. I'm not going to bring my big shot over, otherwise I'll have to move everything off the desk. Now, if I wasn't rushing about, I would have cut that using my precision plate that would help get all the bits and bobs out, but I haven't. So Baz says she's loving the panel. It came out really well, actually. I think I prefer this one more than the original. I love it when that happens, especially on video. Right then. So for those of you like me who don't like to watercolour, there is always a way to get the look, to get the effect without the mess. So let's talk amongst yourselves, yeah? Well, we'll flick all of these bits out. Let's say precision plate and your big shot die brush thing is what you maybe need here. Failing that, little bits to poke out. There we go. That didn't take too long, did it? Put the die somewhere safe, which means I won't be able to find it again for a week. Right then. So here we are with our happy birthday. So as we discussed when we used the happy birthday, was it last week? No, I think it was the week before that we did the wood one. You could mount this up on lots and lots and lots of layers, and I'm going to be recommending the new adhesive sheets to my customers when they become available. But I don't want to layer this one up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut very thin, and I mean thin, strips of dimensional from off the side here, those sort of wastage type bits. And I have gone for really thin. And then I'm going to cut it into small pieces. And I'm going to find some places to stick it. Okay, so I'm going to focus on the B, the H. I should be able to get a bit on the Y here, maybe a bit over here, and then up those longer bits if I can. Okay, if the bit you have cut isn't thin enough, cut another bit, obviously. Okay, this bit's not very thin here. But what I might do is, you lot have all gone very quiet. Maybe you've all gone. Maybe you got fed up. Yeah, well, we might just get away with that one. This one is a little bit on the thick side. I'm going to try down this P. It shows a little bit, but I think we might get away with it. A little bit more, really super thin. Okay, a couple of weeks ago somebody suggested that you could use foam for this, you know, like funky foam. This would work for this. You'd want to pick one that went with the gold though, or maybe just put white underneath, I suppose. A small amount of patience is required. There we go, we've got a few pieces on. I'm not totally happy with that bit on that P though. I'm going to take that bit off. It's a little bit on the thick side. I think I've cut this a bit thinner. There we go. I mean, you happy with all of those? Take the backing off. And then you can go ahead and stick it. Stick it to the man. No, I don't know why that popped into my head. And sometimes I really shouldn't say the things that pop into my head out loud. Stick it to the card. That's what I mean. That's what we're looking for. There we go. Marvellous. Then we just need, just watching with eyes wide open. Thank you, Nat. We just need a base card to pop it onto. So I need a landscape top fold. You'll notice I always do top fold cards. I've got a thing about them. I think they look nicer. I know most of the cards that you buy in the shops, in the supermarkets, and what have you, usually fold to the side. I think a top one looks nicer. Okay. I always do two at once, so score one way, cut the other way, 2 card bases, boom, done. One ready for later. Crease that fold nice and tight so that it's not going to just slide open when somebody puts it on their windowsill. Okay, if I cut this right earlier on, we should now have just a really nice thin narrow border all the way around. And when you have, if you didn't do that, go back and trim it up. Not a problem. A few dimensionals on the back. There you go. Look, I didn't even flip you till 20 past. It's not even 22 yet. So it's not a hard, long, complicated technique. Probably takes me longer to stick things to base cards, so that I'm happy that they're straight. There you go. Oh, do you know what? I prefer this to the original. I ummed and ahed after I'd put the blue onto that one. I'd gone ahead and put a little bit of navy on that one, stamped off. And it was too much. This one is actually better. I love it. Oh, this one came out brilliant. Right, lovely. Oh, I love it when that happens. Great. Right then, so there you go. So that's how you get that sort of faux watercolor effect, sort of swooshy thing. It's not maybe quite as identical to a true watercolor wash, but if like me, you really hate getting messy with your watercolors, or you don't feel very confident at it, then there is always another way with your stamping supplies. There's always another way. So I have used Happy Celebrations. This is from the Spring Summer Catalogue, but it is transferring over to the annual catalogue next week. So it is going to be sticking around. So I've not then just shown you something that's about to retire. So you can go ahead and you can order this one now, or you can wait until your new catalogue orders next week. I also used the new wood words. If you're a demonstrator, you can get this one on pre-order if you haven't already. Or if you're looking to sign up to Stampin' Up, you could actually add this one to your starter kit. You don't have to wait till next Thursday. Otherwise, this will be available from Thursday next week. As will the Happy Birthday Thinlit. Okay, gold foil's already available too. So there we go. Right, let me do the whole spin you back round thing. Carly says she loves the card. Thank you very much, Carly. Right, which way do I go? Right, twiddle that. Flip that. Oh dear, I've ended up really. So let's give it another little bit of a jiggle. There we go. There we go. Thank you very much, Baz. Thank you. Thank you. Right, we're a bit squiffy, but hey ho. Right then, there we go. So, came out so pretty. It's not my birthday, otherwise I'd send it to me. So, let me know if it's your birthday, and I'll send one to you. So, is it your birthday in the next couple of weeks? If it is, leave me a comment, send me a private message, let me know when your birthday is, let me know your address, and maybe I'll pop it in the post to you. I can send it wherever, so it doesn't matter where you live, I can send it to you. So, if you're, let's say if your birthday's between now and the end of June, okay, leave a comment, send me a little private message, and I'll send it to you. Send it to me August 21st. You're going to have to wait a bit longer, Baz. We'll do one for you nearer the time. So, right then. So, where are we up to? 22. Not time to get my shopping yet. They said to go at 12. Ooh, it's going to be hot. I'll have to shut all the windows on the house to go out and then open them all up when I get back. Ooh, the inconvenience of online shopping. It's meant to be convenient. Right then. So, where are we at? No, I meant 21 years old. Nice try, Baz. But you already gave away your Summerly troubles, so I don't think you're fooling anybody with that one. Emma's missed me live. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, watch the replay. Watch the replay. Cards look lovely. Thank you, Emma. That's very kind of you. So next week we'll be perusing the catalogue. So next week I'm going to be going through my top 10 picks, or top picks anyway. I don't know that there's 10. There might be more than 10. But basically we'll be having a leaf through that brand new catalogue live on Friday at 10 AM next week. Because we'll be able to show the pages by then. I am denied about doing it Thursday, but I think we're all going to be busy Thursday. So we'll do it on Friday. We'll leaf through. We'll have a chat about what we all like and love and hate. And there'll be things that people don't like. That it's how it should be. It's how it should be. You can't like all of it, because if you like all of it, someone else will hate all of it. So we'll have a browse through. We'll look at my top picks. We'll talk about some of my upcoming classes and events once we can get talking about them. And it's going to be really super exciting. I also have my launch party next Friday. So if you live in and around Rugby and you would like to come and have a play with some of the new products for a couple of makes and takes, if you would like a goodie bag with some little treats in it, if you would like to get all my retired stash for free, then you are welcome to join me. Drop me a message, leave me a comment or a PM. Call me if you can. I will, Baz. I meant to. I'm supposed to be arranging with you, aren't I? I will try and remember to do it today. Drop me a message, leave me a comment and let me know that you're going to come to the launch party next Friday. That's from 7:30 in Rugby. Everyone is welcome. I just need to know if you're coming or not. Okay. Oh, and come for the Pims. Yeah, that's true, Jenna. Pims, cake. Jen will be there. What more do you need? I'd forgotten about the Pims. Yum. Right then. So it's a good job Paul's coming. He can drive home. So yeah, I've got helpers and everything next week. So yes, anything else we need to discuss? Do you know what I think for today? I think that's it, because we're all excited for the catalogue next week. Don't keep checking the blog and the Facebook page. I'm going to be doing a little sort of countdown thing because it's fun. And still projects next week. We'll be looking both at retired stuff still, because there is still those last few days to grab those retired items. And there's always, always, always somebody that goes, I really, really, really want that, and it's gone. 12 quid in Morrison's for Pims. Oh, is it really? Okay. Because of the Pims and your old stock. Bring a big bag, Jen. Bring a big bag. A trolley on wheels. That's what you need. All right then, folks. Thank you ever so much for stopping by today, and I will see you back here again next Friday live. But pop in, like, share, comment, share the video. Do me a favour, share the video. You're doing me and my small business a huge favour when you share the video. Even if you think nobody likes it, you never know. The closet crafters are out there, you know. Okay, but even their friends might like it. You never know. So you'd be doing my small business a massive favour by liking, sharing and commenting. That's brilliant. Thank you ever so much. Until next time, bye.